Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm just making up for lost time here, and I took the girls to a petting zoo that was on in the Mac and they really loved it. I did too. We got to see lots of animals. It kind of makes me sad when they're in little pens and I kind of worry about what their life is like outside of them, but I don't know, they seemed happy and it was nice to get a chance to spend some time with some animals. We haven't been to the farm in a long time. My daughter had a favourite guinea pig, which was this one, and I think she wanted to bring it home with us. They got to hold a turtle, some sort of lizard, and I can't even remember all of them now. There was a tarantula there, but nobody offered to hold it. And I just feel like I've been surrounded by animals recently. We went to the Dome, which is in the middle of Belfast, and it's like an art space kind of, and it had that little play area for kids, and there was an art exhibition on for a local artist. Her name is Anne Quayle, and I really liked some of her work, especially the bird's nest because it looked kind of 3D. I like the texture of it. And then the girls and I went away for another couple of days to another Airbnb not too far away from where we live, just before they went back to school. This is the playground beforehand, and then this is the little, it's like a little Victorian kind of outhouse. We stayed in it once before, and the lady who owns it is just so thoughtful and thinks of everything. And I just love the fact that it feels like a little retreat, and as soon as you arrive you can hear the birds singing, and it's just such a lovely, peaceful place. I like sitting out in the little garden, and the girls enjoyed it too. And we were right beside the chickens again, and then there's the pond with fish in it just outside the gate. And I liked having coffee and tea at the little table. I don't know, I just think a change of scenery does you a lot of good, even if it's not very far away. And the little house is so cozy. It's like, it's just got one bedroom, and then I used the sofa bed, and yeah, we just like watched some TV together. We started like Goggle Sprogs, which was really funny, and the girls enjoyed it. These are just the fish. My kids like insisted on going to visit them like multiple times a day. I just loved looking out the window. This was a really good spot for reading and writing. I did a lot of journaling there. We spent a lot of time at Lockshore Park, which I really love, and we were really lucky with the weather that it was so good. And I just felt like it was a time for reflection, and being beside the sea and in nature, just like, I don't know, it just always makes me feel like the calmest that I ever get. The girls loved the playground. We literally spent about 3 or 4 hours in it one of the days, and it was like a summer's day when we were there. Yeah, I just felt like it was a really valuable holiday, even though it was really short, but we just made the most of the 2 days. And it's close to where my granny used to live, and I used to go and have sleepovers there and be near the sea with her. And I like to kind of repeat some of the activities that I used to do with her with the girls now. And because I don't go there that often, it sort of has stayed in my memory as this place that I went to with her. Yeah, just like there's something about being on a beach that's just so healing. And I've been thinking a lot about like life and everything recently, and kind of reassessing like what's important to me, including like YouTube, and just like thinking about what I actually want from life now. And I've had like some moments where just like it feels like everything's kind of converging and like coming together, and it's like signs in your life. But I feel like we've been surrounded by so many animals lately, and I've decided to give like veganism a try. I'd really like to stick with it. I used to be a vegetarian for 2 years when I was a teenager, and then I kind of just went the other way and like ate meat and didn't really think about it for a long time. But I feel like lots of things are confronting me with it at the moment. Seeing the chickens also just like made me think about the whole thing more, and I don't know, I just get so much joy from being around animals, and it's just never really kind of sat right with me, like the idea of eating them, but it's just like, I know it's a personal choice. And this is just the Naka. I have only been here like once, I think, since I was a kid, and I really associate it with my granny. We used to go up there with my mom as well. So this was the girls' first visit there. The views are amazing. I don't really remember them being so good, or maybe I just wasn't aware of it when I was little. But I just sat on the hill for a long time, just like looking around and thinking about things. And the kids like did their usual kind of like running around and crazy screaming all over the place, but we were the only ones there, so it didn't really matter too much. There was something really beautiful about the clouds while we were away. I don't know why, they just like, I really want to paint them. I just think they're so pretty. And I love being on top of a hill and looking at everything kind of laid out below you, and it's so quiet but you can see the movement. And I just feel like it's kind of like my happy place, like going to the top of a hill that's really quiet and feeling like you're really kind of far away and removed from all of the busyness. And I love the fact that the lady put thought into putting up like an Easter wreath, and she left Easter cupcakes for us as well, which is really kind of her. It just seems like she puts a lot of care and attention into her place, and it's a lovely, like, cozy place to stay. And I just decided to stay close to where we were staying for a couple of days and kind of appreciate what was around us and not do any running around. Sometimes I think on holiday you can do that, but then you miss like the little things, and they're really like important to notice. The girls really liked this game. I'd never seen it in a playground before. It was like you have to basically hit the posts, and it does all these different games. Like you have to chase after your colour and hit the thing. I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah, they enjoyed it, and this was just me having a coffee and a quiet moment. I got some time to read while they were playing in the park because they made some friends, and yeah, they were really happy there. And then we went to Hazelbank and we had a picnic, and yeah, we found like some blossom trees to sit under, and then we walked down to the beach there as well. And the tide was like quite far. There were a lot of dogs that were like making us laugh because they were like running madly through the water, and they were doing it for ages and like barking the whole time. But yeah, they were a bit crazy, but it was just funny to watch them enjoying themselves so much in the sea. And the girls loved climbing on rocks and looking in rock pools for things, so we did that for a while. I just followed them around, and I definitely feel like they're much better at balancing on rocks than I am. I always end up falling in at some point, but yeah, they always end up putting their foot in a rock pool and then they complain the whole way home about having a wet foot. But I think it's just like part of the experience, and yeah, I can never keep them away from these outdoor gyms. Like they're convinced that they were put there for kids. I just love this view. It's like, it's so beautiful and still, and yeah, it's just really important, I think, to have time to slow down and like process things. Then when we got back, I went to the Grand Central Hotel, which was the one where Biden was staying this week, and I went to the top floor bar with my mum, and we were on the 23rd floor, and then we got to sit at the window overlooking everything in Belfast, and I'd never seen it from that perspective before, and it might be the highest I've been in a building as well. And I had a non-alcoholic cocktail because I was driving, and it was really nice. The drinks were quite dear, but it was like a special experience. And then the girls and I made some crafts with like balloons where you cover them with it's kind of like wallpaper paste and tissue paper circles, and make like a lantern, and then when it dries you pop the balloon. the next day my mum and I took the girls to a vegan festival and I really enjoyed it. I didn't get too many videos while we were there because I was just concentrating on what we were doing. We had some vegan cannolis. I kind of wish I got a better picture of them. They were delicious. And the kids got their faces painted and got some vegan sweets and like lip balm and stuff. And we just got chatting to people and had a really nice time, and it inspired me, and I think I got a book about veganism after it, and yeah, I'm on day 3 now of trying it out. This was just a day that my daughter had off school because she wasn't well, so we built a home for a goblin, which was from a little craft pack that I'd got from a charity shop a while ago, and we hadn't done it yet, and she really enjoyed like figuring out how to build it and making furniture for it.
I think he likes it.
Yeah, do you want to give me a tour of it?
What?
Do you want to give me the tour?
Yeah.
Right, tell me about his house.
Okay.
First there are heart stairs.
First is heart stairs. I'll show you what he does.
Yeah.
So he climbs up the steps. If he wants to get in bed, he can do this. Whee!
Yeah.
I'm in bed. Or he can do
There's
this.
the thing beside his bed.
And he can fly
That's nice.
into the cloud. Whee! Okay, I'm gonna hop into my bed. Hop. And I'm gonna go to the toilet. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands. And I'm gonna make some dinner.
At least he washed his hands.
Now I need to go inside.
Nice little picture on the wall.
Yep. And hop into bed. Night night.
Night night. And my neighbour's cat like keeps wandering into our house every time we leave the back door open, which I find really funny, and it loves playing with paintbrushes. It's really nosy and it makes me laugh because like it just comes in like it's its own house, and it like jumps up on the counter and just like walks everywhere. It's really nosy, and like it just does really funny kind of ridiculous stuff, but she's such a lovely cat, and she plays really well with the girls, so it's nice to get little visits from her. I haven't fed her yet because I want her to still go home, but yeah, it's making me want a cat. Yeah, and it's just funny when you're not expecting it as well, and the girls really love spending time with her, and yeah, it's just been like a nice little surprise. But yeah, it's like the thing I said about how it feels like animals are kind of following us everywhere at the minute. And I just thought I'd finish the video with a vegan cake that I made. It was a chocolate one. It worked out really well actually. And thanks for joining me for more adventures. I'll see you soon. Bye.